Hello everyone! Today we're going to be looking at Office 365 in a little greater detail. So the first thing we're going to need to do is log into Office 365, and that can be done in a few different ways. We can go to the mpsd.ca webpage, which is just the Mission Public Schools page. From here we can click on Learn 75, put in our credentials, and then we'll be brought to the Stellantis portal, which is this page here. Once we're on this page, we just click on the Office 365 app. It may ask us for our credentials again. Once we put those in, we'll then be into the Office 365 portal. If you only want to have to sign in once, you can also log into Office 365 using our ClassSymbaloo page. The link for that is just bit.do/bears1. When you put that into your browser, you'll be brought to this page here. And if it doesn't already bring you to the correct tab, you just want to go to the Home Base tab, click on Office 365, and then you'll be brought directly to the Office 365 login. So that is just, it's skipping a few steps rather than going to mpsd.ca, clicking on Learn 75, going to Stellantis, and then to Office 365. Going to the Symbaloo page, you can get the direct link straight to Office 365. Both of them work, so you can use whichever one you prefer. And once you have put in your credentials, you'll be brought to the Office 365 homepage. Here you'll see that you have all of your apps. Right now I have all apps viewed. If you didn't click on all apps, it would just be a line up at the top here with the most common ones, but this is all the ones we have available to us. So we have OneNote and Teams. OneNote has our class notebook. Teams, we can also access our class notebook through there. And Teams is kind of going to be like our hub. So we'll look a little more at Teams now. When you click on that, you'll be brought to the Microsoft Teams page. And we can see here that we are in the Division 1 team. There is a few little red notifications over here. That just means that some kind of activity has been going on. If we had time to look at those, we could click on them now, but otherwise we don't have to worry about them. So we're going to click on Division 1 now. And this brings us to our main post page here. So we can see here, if I was to scroll up, we have a few assignments posted. You could see if any chats have been scheduled, and also just any comments that people have made. The other tabs that we have up at the top, there is the Files section. In here we have a tab called Class Materials. Class Materials can only be added to and edited by the teacher, but there are a few important things that you'll need to access in there. We have the Outdoor Education section. So Mrs. T has been providing a few assignments that I'll be putting in there, and that's where you can access your outdoor education materials. The weekly agendas I will be posting. You can see that we have one here for April 6th, so I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. And these will look fairly similar each week. As we get more comfortable with home learning, I'll have one of these sections for each subject, but right now I just picked out a couple. If you want to get back to the main screen, you just hit close. And now I'm brought back to the files and my class materials. In the weekly agenda section, I also have a document that I'll be adding to as I find new resources called optional websites. So these are websites that you can access just by clicking on the link here. They're not ones that I'll be formally assigning, but they are really good for extra practice. If we look at our other tabs here, we have Class Notebook, which we'll come back to in a minute, but we also have assignments and grades. So assignments, I have a few things posted in here right now, and this is where you can come to check to see what assignments have been posted. You can also come here when you're ready to submit an assignment. You click on which one that you've completed. It gives you a little description of the assignment for what you should have done, and then the Turn In tab here. So you just click on that button when you're ready to submit it, and that tells me that I can check your work. Once you have submitted an assignment, you'll be able to see your grades once I've marked it. And that will just be in this section here. So now we'll go over to Class Notebook. And when you click on that tab, you're brought to a screen here where it just says Welcome to Class Notebook. When it loads, you'll have this little arrow off to the side. And when you click on that, it shows you what's available in your class notebook. So So you have the Welcome tab, the Collaboration space, and the Content library. We're not really going to be using at this point, so don't worry about those. We're mostly going to be paying attention to where your name is. And this is where I can distribute assignments and worksheets to you. You can work on them in your notebook, and then when you're done, you would go to assignments, tell me which one you've finished, and then I can go ahead and check your notebook. So you can see we've got one in PE here that we can look at. So we have our activity choice board, and when you click on that, you can work on it right here if you want in this section, but you can also go to Open in Browser, and when you click on that down arrow, if you click the Open in Browser here, it'll just open a new tab up top for you to work on your class notebook in, or if you have the desktop app or the tablet app downloaded, you can click Open in App to work on it. So I find that it's usually a little bit easier to open it in a browser or to open it in the app, but you can, if it's just a small thing, work on it right in here as well. So that is a quick overview of Office 365 and Microsoft Teams, which we'll be using a fair amount. And if you have any questions, please email me, or you can also start a chat right here in our team, and I'll be sure to get back to you.